For centuries, mystics and prophets have emerged with dramatic visions, offering glimpses into humanity's uncertain future. But what happens when these predictions take a chilling turn? As the final months of 2026 cast their long shadow, a whisper grows louder among those who listen. Ancient voices, from the revered Padre Pio to the enigmatic Edgar Cayce, the cryptic Nostradamus, and even modern echoes like Tucker Carlson and Glenn Beck, all seem to converge on a singular truth. And then there's the Third Secret of Fatima, a whispered enigma long thought laid to rest, that may hold the key to an earth-shattering revelation by the close of 2026. While these prophecies spring from varied sources, their consistent warnings have captured the public imagination, stirring both belief and an undeniable sense of unease. What is it about these visions that still haunt us today, stirring a memory in our collective soul? As we piece together these ancient and modern predictions, they form a disturbing picture of what could be a year of unparalleled global turmoil. Could these ominous forecasts be more than just words? Or are they the faint yet insistent whispers of a future that's rapidly approaching, an awakening for which we must prepare? Padre Pio's prophetic gift enabled him to foresee future events with extraordinary precision, often leaving those around him amazed by the depth of his insights. From natural disasters to global upheavals, Padre Pio's predictions touched on a wide array of topics, offering glimpses into the course of history. For those who have sought understanding, the fulfillment of his visions transcends mere coincidence, speaking, instead of a profound, almost sacred attunement to the divine currents shaping human destiny. What if such a connection allows one to see the very fabric of time beginning to fray? And for the end of 2026, the echoes of St. Pio's counsel resonate with an unsettling clarity, a spiritual warning for humanity's collective soul. He cautioned against the dangers of materialism, secularism, and moral decay, urging believers not to fall prey to the distractions of worldly temptations. Padre Pio emphasized the necessity of prayer, repentance, and spiritual vigilance to navigate the difficult times ahead, calling on followers to remain steadfast in their faith despite the spiritual struggles of modern society. This message extended beyond the mundane concerns of the world, for Padre Pio's prophetic revelations also encompassed deep insights into God's providence and the mysteries of the spiritual realm. He spoke of the need for humility, trust, and surrender to God's will, encouraging believers to cultivate a deep and meaningful relationship with the divine. Padre Pio's teachings on prayer, devotion, and obedience continue to inspire those in search of truth and wisdom, providing guidance along the path to spiritual enlightenment and divine communion. Perhaps his greatest warning was not of a physical cataclysm, but of a creeping, silent spiritual famine. Edgar Cayce also made intriguing predictions, casting his gaze upon the approaching end of 2026, many of which may very well come to pass. While skeptics dismiss much of Cayce's work, his supporters point to the accuracy of some of his past predictions, which have proven remarkably insightful, almost as if he tapped into a hidden stream of knowledge. The future is always uncertain, yet Cayce's visions for late 2026 offer plenty of material to consider about what may lie ahead in just a few months, hinting at a moment of profound transformation. According to Cayce, late 2026 represents a pivotal moment in human history, a time when a collective spiritual awakening will occur. Cayce believed that by the end of 2026, humanity would experience a profound awakening, leading to a deeper understanding of our inner selves and a heightened awareness of our interconnectedness with all living beings. This forecast resonates with the growing interest in mindfulness, meditation, and holistic health practices in today's world. As modern science and technology have dominated society, many have found themselves disconnected from a sense of purpose and meaning in life. This is precisely what Edgar Cayce predicted long ago, and he saw the close of 2026 as the ideal time for humanity to reconnect with its true self and find greater fulfillment in an increasingly fragmented reality. In addition, Cayce spoke about the spiritual awakening that one must undergo after leaving this world. He described a region of existence that is devoid of love, life, and light, an emptiness, where some souls find themselves completely alone. For some, this isolation might feel like the fulfillment of their deepest wishes. Yet for others, it is a place of unbearable pain, devoid of truth, love, and kindness. Souls in this realm may experience profound suffering, filled with overwhelming fear and confusion. This outer darkness is not uniform. Its intensity deepens the closer one moves to its core. The outer edges offer some interaction with other souls, while the center is an overwhelming solitude, darker and more painful. Souls in this space cannot travel across dimensions and must slowly evolve through the different levels of this realm. This region is not a punishment, but a manifestation of the self-serving actions of certain souls. Its existence is a direct consequence of the collective selfishness that has played out across time and space. Could our choices today be shaping such a realm for tomorrow? The outer darkness is not something that was intentionally created for souls to experience, but rather something that came into being through the negative actions of certain creatures. A shadow born of discord. A spiritual awakening is a profound shift in consciousness that leads to a significant change in one's understanding of themselves and their surroundings, often occurring after a period of feeling lost or disconnected. This awakening is accompanied by physical symptoms, such as fever, which signify an internal transformation. This awakening may happen gradually or suddenly and involves a heightened awareness of self, a deeper connection to higher spiritual realms, and a sense of purpose. Individuals who experience a spiritual awakening report greater empathy, love, and compassion toward others, a deeper connection to nature, and an increased sense of peace and contentment. Ultimately, it is through this process of spiritual ascension that people come to realize their true potential and are empowered to make profound changes in their lives. However, it is essential to distinguish between awakening and ascension. Spiritual awakening refers to the internal shift in consciousness. Ascension, particularly in the context of 5D ascension, involves a shift beyond the physical world into a higher plane of spiritual enlightenment. Following Edgar Cayce's teachings, the connection between mind, body, and spirit is crucial for achieving holistic well-being. This view acknowledges that the health of one's body is interconnected with the health of their mind and spirit. For example, stress or negative emotions can manifest as physical ailments. Through mindfulness, individuals become more attuned to their thoughts. Perhaps this inner alignment is the truest preparation for what late 2026 may bring. One of the final trends that cannot be overlooked is the decline in moral values and the shifting principles within society. The world is witnessing a moral crisis, with many embracing greed, immorality, and self-centeredness, which poses a significant challenge to the stability of societal structures. This decline in moral integrity mirrors the biblical prophecy found in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 1 through 5, where a time is foreseen when people would become lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, lacking love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, violent, and betrayers of what is good. As these societal norms continue to unravel, it becomes increasingly harder for believers to hold fast to their faith. Matthew 24:10 states, "At that time many will turn away from the faith and will betray and hate each other. Because of the increase of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold." When reflecting on these verses, what comes to mind? Have you felt this chill in the air? While technology has brought about some beneficial changes, it has undoubtedly introduced its share of negative consequences. This appears to be a key factor in why people's love for one another has grown cold. 1 Corinthians 13:2 offers us clear guidance. "If I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing." The result of this coldness is that brother will betray brother, a tragic echo of ancient warnings. This hate is the final consequence of a hypocritical love, where the warmth has evaporated and has been replaced with ice. Jesus explains that this increase in cold, hypocritical love, which ultimately leads to betrayal, is due to the rise of lawlessness. The root cause of the diminishing love within the church for one another lies in a deep-seated animosity toward authority, a silent rebellion of the spirit. Lawlessness means desiring to be one's own law. We want to create our own meaning, our own identity, our own rules. When this occurs, we sever ourselves from Christ, and consequently, from love. Peter reminds us that with the Lord, one day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Therefore, we cannot accuse God of being slow or negligent, for divine timing is not our own. By examining Scripture, we can see that God often takes time to fulfill His promises. It took about 3 years for God's promise regarding Ahab's death to be realized, around 15 years for Jezebel's demise, 4,000 years for the first coming of the Messiah, nearly 40 years for Jesus' prophecy of the destruction of the Jewish temple. God is beyond time. We, however, are not. The Bible tells us, "Do not despise prophecies. Test all things. Hold on to the good." Will you follow the Bible's instruction before it's too late? On June 13, 1917, under the scorching sun in Fatima, Portugal, a group of children gathered at the cova. Lucia, Francisco, and Jacinta were about to witness an event that would change the world forever. That day, the Virgin Mary appeared to the children, revealing 3 secrets that would remain hidden for many years. In 2000, the Vatican released the Third Secret, which contains a vision of destruction and despair. However, the Roman Catholic Church interprets it as a reflection of past struggles, rather than a forecast for the future. Now, as the end of 2026 approaches, some believe the time may have come for this prophecy to be fulfilled, generating both fear and intrigue worldwide. As we step into the final months of 2026, many are observing the world's challenges and questioning whether these are the indicators that Fatima's third prophecy is on the verge of coming true, a chilling unveiling of its true depth. This prophecy might serve as a warning about impending disasters and urge us to reflect on how we live today. The vision of hell acts as a profound reminder of the grave consequences of sin and the vital need to lead a life of righteousness. It serves as a warning that the end of the world is not some distant event, but rather a looming threat that must be acknowledged seriously, a shadow drawing nearer. As 2026 draws to a close, many believe that the devastation foretold in Fatima's Third Secret will unveil even more catastrophic events, fueling panic among believers. Looking back at the 100 years since the apparitions, it is clear that the messages shared by the Virgin Mary have had a lasting influence. On November 17, 2001, Sister Lucia clarified that she had thoroughly read and reflected upon the Vatican's publication and affirmed that everything contained within it was accurate. She stated, "Everything has been published. No secret remains." Yet, what if the true mystery lies not in what is hidden, but in the deeper meanings that are yet to be truly seen? Before her passing, Sister Lucia predicted that the ultimate battle between Christ and Satan would center on marriage and family. Cardinal Carlo Caffarra reported that Sister Lucia had sent him a letter stating, "The final battle between the Lord and the kingdom of Satan will be about marriage and the family. Do not be afraid, because those who fight for the sanctity of marriage and family will always face opposition, as this is the decisive issue." Cardinal Caffarra reflected that if the foundational pillar is damaged, the entire building collapses, recognizing that we are now at a critical point. This spiritual struggle, so deeply personal, also casts its shadow over the global stage of late 2026. The Dead Sea War Scroll represents a sobering and profound discovery, offering a glimpse into the fate of humanity. It paints a vivid picture of a world torn apart by chaos, where cities lie in ruins and nature is left barren. The widening divide between the rich and the poor serves as a striking reminder of the obstacles we face today echoing the ancient scrolls' dire predictions. As tensions rise around global powers, many geopolitical analysts anticipate a potential confrontation that cannot be ignored as the end of 2026 approaches. Edgar Cayce's prophecy regarding China's emergence and spiritual awakening has also garnered considerable attention, raising intriguing questions about potential cultural shifts. The spiritual conflict between good and evil has been a central theme in discussions between commentators like Tucker Carlson and Glenn Beck, who have warned to prepare for an unseen battle raging beneath the surface of our world. According to biblical teachings, these spiritual battles are waged between God and Satan. As the final months of 2026 slowly unveil their mysteries, what will you discern in the whispers of these ancient voices? What if the signs we ignore today are the warnings meant for that very time? Are you listening to the unseen currents that shape our destiny? Let this contemplation stir within you a readiness not merely for what might come, but for the profound spiritual journey that has always been yours to embrace.